Sports. It's in the game.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Browning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Browning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Browning. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Browning. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Mixon with a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Second down and 3. They run again with Foreman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a first carry for Khalil Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Bengals nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Browning. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
7-7, our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Trenton Gill now. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Browning forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A first throw for the backup ball. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again with Herbert. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To the air again, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff for Herbert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Foreman powering ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, Scott.
They run it on 1st with Foreman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now motion left with Mooney. Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 32. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 53 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a give to Herbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a give to Foreman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert once more. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Bengals 14.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle. The hunt.
Here's Burrow.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
Room past the 35.
And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Here's 2nd down.
11. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow.
At the 39-yard line.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, with no bell at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 20.